This may not look like it, folks. This is $200 worth of wood in today's market. The boat might actually be on fire right now.
You know, I am a boat professional, but I have no clue what's going on here.
Welcome back to the boat build, folks. So I know on the last episode, we kind of left you guys kind of a negative, sour note, kind of a worst nightmare situation for me when I kind of saw what was underneath the floor of this boat. So, got some good news today. All right, we've consulted some people, we've talked to some people, did a lot more research, and the good news is it's not as bad as it looks. So I think we've got a plan of attack to get this floor cleaned out, get the stringers reinforced, basically running new stringers and new foam, getting all the old foam cleaned out, and making this floor good as new again. Now, it's not gonna solve our transom issue that we still have, but it's a start. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button and subscribing. That way you don't miss any future episodes. I promise you guys, we're gonna get this thing to tip-top shape. It's gonna get there, just need a little bit more time and plenty more help. Oh yeah. Just whole pieces of wood, just. Yeah. Oh. It's like Greek yogurt in there. It's like freaking ice cream. This just gives you guys an idea of a boat sitting potentially outside for years or even like months. I mean, the type of water damage that can occur and how deep it can really go. By the way, my boy Jay is out here giving us some help. Big shout out to Mr. Jay. He's a friend of mine, subscriber of the channel as well, but he's gonna help us with this because he just actually did a boat project kind of similar to this, which is good. We need all the help we can get, let's be honest. We've got a good amount of cleaning done, but we are noticing there are just tons of water. I mean, from the front to the back of this boat, there's literal puddles of water where some of this foam got ripped out. Just the foam was so engorged with water. It was just like a sponge, basically. Got to get this boat dry. Gonna have to do some more fiberglass cutting. But once this thing is dry and clean, which we're really close to that point, we're ready to go to Lowe's or Home Depot, get some lumber, and start rebuilding basically the frame of this boat. We thought we were gonna pull the boat out here and let the sun dry it naturally because it was like 80 degrees today, full sun. And then we come outside and there's a gosh darn torrential downpour on the other side of the county. So we had to put her back in here. Got these two big fans pushing a lot of air in there right now. So we're hoping overnight dry this thing out at least enough to where we can move forward in this process. But while it's drying, let's go get some wood. All right, 1 by 6 by 8. That seems like such an odd size for a piece of wood. $21 a pop. We need 5 of them. Okay, so these are only $11, excuse me. I was panicking a little bit about the price of lumber, but luckily I just can't read. I was reading the wrong thing. So this guy right here, this beautiful pressure treated pine or whatever what do you think this is?
We'll go with pine, man.
Yeah, just pressure treated pine, I like that. But this is what's gonna be the actual stringer, AKA the framing, okay? So if you guys can imagine those little grooves running vertically along the bottom of the boat that we now have open. There's still fiberglass there, but there's no more wood. This bad boy right here, actually a few of them, we're gonna cut those to size and they're gonna become our new frame. Now we need some plywood. I think that's in the next aisle over. Let's find that 3/4 inch, man. I get 3/4 inch might even be a tad overkill, but especially with pressure treated wood, because it's going to be heavier. But I'm not going to skimp on this problem. This boat's already taken on enough water as it is in its life. Well, we need this thing to hold up over time for sure. I thought wood prices were going down. That's what I was under the impression of. $77. I guess, is 3/4 inch just really thick? Is that like
It's the
thicker
thickest
than
they make,
usual?
actually.
Really?
Yep.
Is that too thick?
I don't think so. It's
I
starting
don't
to go
think so
overkill.
either. It might be a little overkill, but I'd rather overkill than underkill, I guess. But this project, we should do a tally at the end of it and see how much money was invested, just so I can know for my my finance department. You know, they might not be too happy about this. Body mechanics, baby. Save the back. Oh, I wedged myself in with the. Oh God! It just keeps coming. God. Good thing AO's not here. He would have made a joke about his mom or something. This may not look like it, folks. This is $200 worth of wood in today's market. This is five pieces of 10-foot lumber, 1 inch thick, 2 pieces of plywood. $220 probably. It's gonna be worth it though. Oh God, that one might be leaking a little bit. All right, got our little fiberglass resin here. A lot of stuff I'm learning about this, but definitely gonna need a good bit of this. Need some small brushes, but they gotta be kind of throwaway because they're gonna get hard apparently after you use them once or twice, and you're gonna have to use more brushes. God dang, these are $10, $8.98? Man, where's the cheap brushes at, man? Oh, we just needed some good old-fashioned made in China wood stick throwaway $1.28 beautiful paintbrushes. Well, I think we're good here, folks, at least for now. I mean, this is a project, so you're gonna be running to the store every day, it seems like, but I think we've got everything to put the frame in place and start the fiberglassing process with this new stringers, new floor, new deck floor, that is, all new bones, basically. Was not able to find some marine foam because we want to put all the new foam in since we tore all that buoyancy flotation foam out. But we're gonna have to go to a different store to get that. We don't really need it right now anyways. We're gonna need that right before we put the deck on top of all this stuff. All right, so we let these fans run all night and they did wonders actually. As you guys can see, the deck is almost completely dried out, at least the portions where we are about to work on. And that's one thing that Jay kind of advised us was, you know, before you fiberglass a damn thing, you're gonna have to make sure it's dry and clean. So we still got a couple little problem areas, and we knew they were gonna be problem areas because that's where the most water was concentrated in the boat, kind of towards the rear end. So we're gonna let these fans run a little bit longer while we kind of continue to clean up, make sure all the dead wood from where the stringers were is gone. Then we'll be ready to attach these stringers, put them in place, fiberglass them down. I gotta say, for a bull in the china shop kind of guy, I'm being kind of delicate when I need to be. Can't even believe it. I've been pretty good.
You gonna say that?
Yeah, then punch a hole in the hole right away. Guys, we have smoke coming out of the freaking compartment. Can you see this on camera? The wind's kind of blowing it now.
Just barely. Dude, I can smell it now.
It feels like burning wood.
Yeah, it does.
I think, you know what's crazy? I think all that smoke that we just grinded right here, I think somehow we shot it down into the hole, and now it's just starting to come out. Because there's no way anything up here could be on fire.
Yeah,
there's no power
way.
going to this thing. We also haven't used anything that would, it's gotta be that. It's still coming out though. That's kind of scary. Man, I don't know what the heck's going on here. I grinded down some wood over here in this corner, and that blade's not meant for wood. As you can see, look at the blade, it's all burnt up and stuff. You see how it's all black now? That's purely from that wood. It's not meant to cut through real thick plywood like that. I think that's where the smoke is coming from, but we'll have to keep a very close eye on this situation. The boat might actually be on fire right now. All right, so we got these stringer areas. I don't even know what to call it. There's like these fiberglass little arms that hold the stringers in place that are still there, but we've got all the stringer material stripped out, all the foam out. It's currently doing its last little bit of drying. So before we put this wood in here to replace the frame, the stringers of the boat, we're gonna have to water seal them. Even though I bought pressure treated wood, we're gonna go ahead and water seal them just to make sure this wood is as watertight as possible.
You get that side.
Here we go. Oh, we almost got it.
Huh?
We ain't got enough hands.
Yeah. There we go.
There it is.
There's something.
Yeah, she's butted up. Yeah,
Let's see.
Ooh, baby. Look at that stringer, boy.
It's gonna hold though, like we were talking.
Got that hammer? I think so. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, she ain't budging no more. It's already wedged in there like it's already fiberglassed in. Holy God. All right, folks, we have successfully replaced the first stringer. So we got this little fiberglass, you know, what would you even call this, Andrew? Like the remnants of the stringers where the fiberglass met the wood.
Yep.
Luckily, we've kept all those intact. They're like a little channel. We had to do a couple custom cuts on this piece of 2x6 right here. Well, it's actually a 1x6, not a 2x6. But it's pressure treated. Now we've sealed it with some Thompson water seal, let it dry. And we're gonna do this 4 more times because each one of these is gonna have to be a custom cut because they're all just a little bit different lengths, different levels of thickness. The bones of this boat are about to be completely brand new and it's gonna be exciting. These stringers are looking sexy, Andrew. They're looking sexy. Look at this one. You don't mind that random cut right there. That's not important. Wow, that was one heck of a fun process, and by fun I mean incredibly difficult and dangerous. But we got all the stringers rerun. Used some pressure treated wood like we said, but we went ahead and treated it again. So double treated, waterproof. It's just like a brand new boat floor. And we haven't even put the plywood over it yet or anything like that. So the next process is we've got them slid in between their little fiberglass homes, but we need new fiberglass now. So we're gonna take our cloth, cut it to size. We'll kind of show you guys what we're doing as we're doing it, because this is my first time too. So we'll let Jay maybe explain a little bit of it as well when he's mixing everything. But cutting cloth, getting everything in position, because once you mix that fiberglass, it's a ticking time clock. In fact, from the time you mix it, how long do you have? A few minutes. There you go. So as soon as we make that first batch, we need to have everything laid out. We need to start painting, just globbing it on there. And we'll show you guys the finished product here soon.
So it's gonna lay like this. And when we put the resin on it, it's gonna go down
Yeah.
over it just like that.
Okay.
And then we put the resin on, just kind of brush it in.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. A full thing, full tablespoon or teaspoon, half teaspoon. Okay, now as soon as this is in, we gotta start stirring it.
Yep.
Is it gonna blow up? Why do you keep backing up over there? You scared me.
If you see me run, that's when to be worried.
Are we full here, I guess? That looks pretty damn full. what's supposed to happen or what it's supposed to look like. Just keep stirring, Jay.
Yeah.
Keep stirring, keep stirring. It's my first fiberglass work ever, man. It's a big milestone in a man's life. How do you know when it's mixed good enough?
Do you feel warm and fuzzy about it?
Yeah, sure. I feel,
Yeah, I can feel a little bit warm.
yeah, so it's supposed to get warm.
Yeah, it will a little bit.
Golly, there's some scent in there, that's
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, here's that case you need one. Does it matter like what direction you
No.
paint it? You just want to get the cloth
you
saturated?
yes, but when you're pushing it, push it in,
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying? Force the resin in on it. We're out of resin, so we want to push on the other way.
Oh, nice. Straight chemicals.
Yeah. Right in the snot box.
Straight harmful chemicals. All right, folks, before we revealed to you the final product of fiberglassing in the new stringers and everything, and I even came in on my own and put another layer or two just to kind of make sure it all was tight. But before we show it to you guys, I wanted to bring in kind of an expert on boat builds, fiberglass work, and kind of let him put his eyes on it first. That way he can maybe put into better words how it looks for you guys. So, I mean, you're looking at it right now, man. What do you think about this fiberglass work? You think it's gonna hold out?
Well, I appreciate the introduction. I would consider myself probably a boat professional. Whatever the level above professional is probably what people would categorize me as.
Right.
What I noticed first thing off the bat, when you first got this boat, it had stuff in it, right?
It had a lot of stuff.
And now it doesn't have anything.
Correct. Yeah.
So that's that was my first notice. I also noticed you don't have a floor.
Right.
So, and now that I mention it, you don't have a seat either to drive.
There's some
The
key
boat.
things missing for sure.
So she's bare bones right now.
She is,
That's
yeah.
the thing. You break her down and you build her back up. Just
That's
like when you
right.
go to the gym,
That's right.
you can do a little bit of investing, is what I like to call it. You see a little bit of a larger
Gentlemen?
female.
Oh,
Yeah, like say
okay.
she's in the 300s, 280, but she's working
Okay,
hard.
she's working,
That's
yeah.
an investment. You give her a compliment.
Yeah.
Hey, great work. Keep it up.
Good call. Yeah.
When she's bad with it, she'll remember the guy who was there for her when she wasn't.
Dude, that's a
at
great.
her
So,
best.
so in this scenario, this is
the 300.
the big girl.
Yeah, this is
but
the big
she's
girl.
trying,
She's
and
try-
she's gonna be
yes.
bad one day.
Yes.
And she's gonna be bad for us because we were the
Yes.
ones that took the time. Yeah, I like that. I
So
like that.
that's what I feel. I'm a little bit nervous about. I am a boat professional, but I have no clue what's going on here. So
Okay,
there's
well,
like
here-
I see exposed wires. I see holes that go to nowhere. I see open floors.
Right.
You've convinced me never to do a boat project just by me
Yeah.
looking at this, because this I wouldn't even, if you handed me the boat like this, and I know you've done a ton of work.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to start. I would say put a floor in, but I don't. Why'd you take the floor out? I guess.
Well, we had to take the floor out. The stringers were rotten. They were just coming out. And anyways, but well, would you help me though? Because there's one thing we haven't done to really see if we did this right. You want to hop up in here and step on these bad boys? Because if they're fiberglassed in there right, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If they're in there like they're supposed to be, they have to handle the weight of people. That's right. Now, maybe not directly on them, but I think that'll be a good test. So.
Wait, so what did you add in? These beams?
Yeah, these pieces of wood, there was nothing here before because the wood that was in there we had to scoop out because it was so wet and so rotten. It was no longer wood, it had become like clay. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, I'll stand on it. I
Yeah.
don't have health insurance, so
No, you don't need it.
yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah, just walk
So
around.
stand
and
on the
cut.
beams or on the
Yeah,
fiber?
Yeah, dude, just walk on them. Yeah, definitely do. Yeah, don't walk on this part. Walk on the actual beams. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's how we're gonna know if they're good.
Have you tested this out yet or no?
No, I have not. Walk me through what you're feeling right now.
Dude, that feels sturdy for
Yeah?
real.
Solid for real.
Way
Dude,
better-
It's,
way
it's
better
not
than I thought it
flexing
was
at all.
gonna
It's
be.
not even moving at all either. Dude, nice.
Dude, I think you did a good job.
that's-
it's like I feel
looks
I feel safer than I thought I was gonna feel, and I can even balance all of my weight onto one beam.
Nice.
And she's not giving.
Dude, sweet. Yeah, I'm watching your feet hit the beams, and they're not moving at all. And
Yeah,
you weigh what, 220?
Yeah, 220 probably. Last time I weighed myself like 3 years ago.
So you're a big boy, I'm a big boy. Badge is a big boy, so this thing's holding a 220-pound man.
Yeah.
Who's just gracefully ballet dancing on this thing.
Dude, that's solid.
Well, dude, if I got your seal of approval, I feel like we could move forward with this project.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Is I think you're good to do whatever the next step that I know what that is.
Give me a solid passing grade.
Yeah, that's
My first fiberglass work ever.
That's an A-. I like it.
Nice. All right, guys, so we're done with the stringers, the frame of this boat. We fiberglassed them back in. As you guys can see, I'm not going to say we did a phenomenal job, but I honestly think this was the best shot that some regular dudes in a garage could have done. We researched it. We contacted Jay, my buddy, who's done this before. He helped us some. I think this thing is solid. So the next step is going to be putting a deck on this thing, making that walking and fishing surface on this boat as powerful as could be. And then we're going to move on to the next couple big sets of problems. That's the transom and the motor. Getting those two things figured out and back to working order is going to be the name of the game. So hopefully you guys are smashing that thumbs up button on this project. Hopefully you guys are subscribing, staying up to date with all the videos that are coming out. Hit that little bell notification. That way you guys do not miss. See you guys in the next one. Love you. We out of here.